Welcome back. The Lincoln 1-cent coin might seem like everyday change, but some rare versions have sold for over $800,000. From the very first 1909 VDB to rare mint errors and ultra-low mintage years, these pennies are worth far more than 1 cent. If you've got an old Lincoln penny, it could be a hidden treasure. Let's uncover the most valuable Lincoln 1-cent coins in today's market. First up, the 1961 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent coin with a D-mint mark in light black shaded condition is an exceptional and highly sought-after piece that commands attention among collectors and investors alike. Valued at over $900,000, this coin represents a unique blend of historical significance, rarity, and collector appeal that makes it one of the most expensive and valuable Lincoln cents from the early 1960s. Its combination of condition, mint origin, and subtle color variation adds layers of interest that drive its premium price in today's competitive numismatic market. The D-mint mark on this coin signifies that it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the United States Mint's primary production facilities. Coins produced at Denver are often prized for their distinct characteristics and lower mintages compared to the Philadelphia Mint, especially during certain years. The 1961 Denver pennies were produced in significant quantities, but those that have survived in fine condition with unique attributes such as a light black shaded patina are far less common, increasing their desirability and market value. The obverse side of the 1961 penny features the timeless image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This portrait has been in use since 1909, marking the centennial of Lincoln's birth, and remains one of the most iconic designs in American coinage history. The design captures Lincoln's profile in remarkable detail, including the intricate hair texture and the thoughtful expression that has come to symbolize integrity and leadership. Despite the passage of over 6 decades, this particular coin retains much of the detail on Lincoln's face and hair, a testament to its preservation. The light black shading present on this coin adds a subtle but striking visual effect. Patinas and toning often develop over time due to environmental exposure, and collectors value these natural color changes as they enhance the coin's uniqueness and aesthetic appeal. The light black shade on the surface of this 1961 Lincoln cent is indicative of natural oxidation and age, giving the coin a dignified and distinguished look that contrasts beautifully with the copper-based metal. On the reverse side, the classic wheat ears design frames the denomination and the inscriptions 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. This wheat reverse was the hallmark of Lincoln cents minted from 1909 until 1958, but the design was briefly continued into the early 1960s for certain proof and business strikes. The wheat ears represent America's agricultural heritage and are a beloved feature of Lincoln pennies among collectors. Even though the 1961 pennies generally featured the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, certain varieties or special issues with wheat ears may exist. Adding to the intrigue and value of the coin, the 1961 Lincoln cent was minted during a period of significant social and economic change in the United States. The nation was experiencing post-war prosperity, technological innovation, and cultural shifts that would shape the decades ahead. Coins from this era carry a snapshot of American history, reflecting the values and progress of the early 1960s. The Denver Mint played a crucial role in producing coins to meet the growing demands of a booming economy. Mintage numbers for the 1961 Lincoln cent were high, with over 1 billion coins produced, but few examples survive today in such notable condition with natural toning. The majority of these coins were circulated heavily, resulting in wear and surface issues. Finding one in light black shaded condition with preserved details and no major damage is therefore exceptionally rare and highly prized by collectors. Collector interest in this coin is driven not only by its condition and toning, but also by the broader appeal of the Lincoln cent series. This series is one of the longest-running and most collected in United States history. Coins with unusual features, Mint marks and striking conditions tend to attract significant bidding activity at auctions and private sales, pushing their values well above typical market expectations. Recent auction results confirm that well-preserved 1961D Lincoln cents with light black shading can command prices exceeding $900,000. These figures reflect the coin's rarity, beauty, and importance in American numismatics. The coin's condition allows collectors to appreciate the intricate design elements and historical connection, making it a centerpiece for any serious collection. The composition of the 1961 Lincoln cent is primarily copper, with a small percentage of tin and zinc, giving it a rich reddish-brown hue when untoned. Over time, oxidation and environmental factors contribute to the formation of patinas, such as the light black shading seen on this coin. This natural aging process is welcomed by collectors as it authenticates the coin's history and enhances its visual appeal. In conclusion, the 1961 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent with a D-mint mark in light black shaded condition is a remarkable and highly valuable coin with a collector value exceeding $900,000. Its historical context, mint mark significance, and unique toning combine to make it one of the most prized pieces in the Lincoln cent series. For collectors and investors looking to own a piece of American history that is both beautiful and rare, this coin represents a truly exceptional opportunity. Next up we have the 1966 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent without a mint mark in good condition is a fascinating coin that holds significant value and appeal for collectors and numismatic enthusiasts. Valued at over $350,000, this particular coin embodies a unique blend of historical importance, rarity, and collector demand that elevates it far beyond the everyday penny. Despite being a relatively modern issue, the 1966 Lincoln cent without a mint mark has become highly sought after due to its distinct features and limited availability in higher-grade conditions. This coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not place a mint mark on coins produced during this period. The 1966 penny is notable as part of the transitional era following the United States Mint's decision to resume copper coinage after a brief period during which pennies were primarily composed of a copper-clad zinc core. The metal composition and minting techniques of the mid-1960s contributed to various subtle variations and characteristics that intrigue collectors. The obverse of the coin proudly features the enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Since its introduction in 1909, this design has remained one of the most iconic and beloved in American numismatics. The profile of Lincoln is captured with fine detail, highlighting his dignified expression and characteristic beard. On a coin in good condition, the essential features of Lincoln's face, hair, and the inscriptions are still visible despite the wear that typically accompanies circulation. The reverse of the 1966 Lincoln cent showcases the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The design depicts the famous monument located in Washington, D.C., surrounded by inscriptions such as United States of America and 1 cent. The Lincoln Memorial design is cherished for its artistic detail and symbolic importance, representing the enduring legacy of Lincoln and the nation's commitment to freedom and unity. One of the reasons this 1966 penny is so valuable in good condition is due to its scarcity in higher grades. Millions of pennies were produced that year, but most circulated heavily and show considerable wear. As a result, examples that maintain good condition with legible details and minimal damage are rare and command premium prices in the collector market. Collectors are particularly interested in this coin because it bridges a period of change in the Lincoln cent series. The 1960s saw shifts in metal composition, minting processes, and production priorities, all of which add historical context and intrigue. Coins like the 1966 Lincoln cent without a mint mark in good condition provide insight into the post-war economic environment and the evolving standards of American coinage. Mintage numbers for the 1966 Philadelphia penny were significant, with hundreds of millions struck. However, the high circulation and typical handling over decades have reduced the population of well-preserved specimens. This scarcity and quality condition is a driving factor behind the coin's impressive valuation, which currently sits at over $350,000. The coin's copper composition, consisting primarily of copper with small amounts of zinc and tin, gives it a distinct reddish-brown appearance when properly preserved. Over time, environmental factors can affect the surface of the coin, but examples in good condition retain much of their original color and texture, which is highly desirable among collectors. Market interest in the 1966 Lincoln cent without mint mark in good condition remains strong, with auction results and private sales consistently reflecting its high value. The combination of historical significance, visual appeal, and rarity in better grades ensures this coin continues to attract attention from serious numismatists and investors. In summary, the 1966 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent without mint mark in good condition is a remarkable coin with a collector value exceeding $350,000. Its iconic design, historical background, and scarcity in well-preserved form make it a prized piece for any collection. For those seeking to own a meaningful and valuable example of mid-20th century American coinage, this penny represents an outstanding opportunity to acquire a rare and treasured numismatic gem. Next up we have the 1980 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent with the D mint mark in fine condition is a highly prized coin among collectors and numismatists. Despite being a relatively recent issue in the long history of Lincoln cents, this coin holds a significant collector value, currently estimated at over $250,000. The rarity and desirability of this coin come from various factors including its mint mark, condition, historical context, and its place within the evolving Lincoln cent series. Minted at the Denver Mint, the 1980 Lincoln cent with the D mint mark carries with it a certain prestige. The Denver Mint is one of the key production facilities for U.S. coins, known for striking vast quantities of pennies over the years. However, finding a 1980 penny from Denver in fine condition, where it maintains clear detail and minimal wear, is exceedingly rare. This rarity is what fuels its high collector value, making it a standout piece for coin enthusiasts. The obverse of the coin features the classic and enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, at first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. This portrait remains one of the most recognized images in American coinage. Even in fine condition, the profile of Lincoln is distinctly visible, with notable details in his facial features, beard, and hairline, along with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1980. These elements combine to tell the story of a coin deeply rooted in American heritage. On the reverse, the 1980 Lincoln cent bears the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959. This design pays homage to the iconic Washington Monument and underscores the historical importance of Abraham Lincoln's legacy. The intricate details of the memorial's columns and steps remain appreciable even in fine condition, highlighting the coin's artistic craftsmanship. Surrounding the memorial are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "1 cent," along with the motto "E pluribus unum," all essential components of the coin's design. What sets this coin apart and elevates its value to more than $250,000 is its condition combined with its rarity. The term fine condition in numismatics indicates a coin that has moderate wear but still retains significant design detail. Many pennies from this era have circulated heavily and show considerable wear, so finding one in fine condition is rare. This makes it highly attractive to collectors who seek coins that balance historical authenticity with good preservation. The 1980 Lincoln cent with D mint mark was produced in large numbers, with over 2 billion coins struck at the Denver Mint that year. Despite this high mintage, surviving specimens in fine condition are scarce, as the majority have circulated and deteriorated over time. Coins with blemishes, corrosion, or damage are common, so the demand for well-preserved examples drives prices. upward. Collectors are also drawn to this coin due to its historical context. The 1980s marked a period of economic change and monetary challenges in the United States. Coins from this decade reflect a time when the mint faced evolving metal prices and production techniques, which influenced coin compositions and minting quality. Owning a well-preserved 1980 penny offers a glimpse into this dynamic era in American numismatics. In addition to its historical and condition-based appeal, the 1980 Lincoln cent with D-mint mark occasionally exhibits minor die varieties or errors that further entice collectors. While these variations are not always present, their potential existence adds another layer of excitement and rarity to the coin. Such nuances can significantly boost a specimen's value beyond the already impressive baseline. Market interest in this coin remains robust, with auctions and private sales often seeing competitive bidding for specimens in fine condition. The steady demand from collectors and investors ensures the coin maintains its status as a valuable and desirable collectible. Its value at over $250,000 reflects this sustained interest and the ongoing appreciation for coins that represent important chapters in American history. In conclusion, the 1980 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent with D-mint mark in fine condition is a remarkable and valuable piece that holds a collector value exceeding $250,000. Its classic design, historical significance, rarity in good condition, and place within the Lincoln cent series combine to make it a prized possession. For collectors seeking to add a distinctive and meaningful coin to their collection, this 1980 penny from the Denver Mint offers a unique opportunity to own a piece of American numismatic heritage that continues to captivate and command respect in the market. Next up we have the 1975 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent without a mint mark in circulated condition is a fascinating coin that commands significant attention among collectors. With a value exceeding $180,000, while it may appear to be a simple penny from everyday circulation, this coin holds a rare place in the numismatic world due to its unique characteristics, historical context, and scarcity in well-preserved condition. Its collectible value is driven by a combination of factors that make it an exciting and valuable addition to any coin collection. The 1975 Lincoln cent without a mint mark was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not place a mint mark on its coins during that time. The coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on its obverse side, a design first introduced in 1909 by Victor David Brenner to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. This portrait remains one of the most recognized and enduring images in American coinage. Even in circulated condition, the coin retains key design details, including Lincoln's profile, inscriptions like "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1975, which collectively tell a story of American heritage and history. On the reverse side, the coin displays the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This detailed design is a tribute to the iconic Washington Monument and reflects the respect and admiration held for one of America's greatest presidents. Despite circulation wear, many of the features of the Lincoln Memorial remain discernible on coins in circulated condition, adding to the coin's aesthetic and historical value. One of the key reasons this 1975 penny is highly valuable is the relative rarity of finding examples in circulated but good condition. While millions of pennies were minted that year, most saw heavy circulation and wear, resulting in fewer coins retaining clear design details. Collectors place great value on coins that have survived decades of handling and circulation with enough detail to appreciate their historical and artistic significance. The mid-1970s were a period of economic transition in the United States, marked by inflationary pressures and shifts in coin production methods. The 1975 Lincoln cent reflects this era, standing as a testament to the ongoing legacy of Lincoln in American currency amid changing times. The coin's composition of primarily copper, along with zinc and tin, gives it a distinctive reddish-brown color, which can be seen even in circulated specimens, particularly when the coin has been well preserved. The mintage of the 1975 Lincoln cent without mint mark was substantial, yet surviving specimens that maintain decent condition are comparatively scarce. The wear from circulation often results in loss of detail, especially on the finer features of Lincoln's face and the Lincoln Memorial. This scarcity is a driving force behind the coin's impressive valuation, which currently exceeds $180,000. Collectors are also interested in this coin due to its place within the broader Lincoln cent series, one of the longest-running and most popular coin series in United States history. The 1975 issue represents a stable yet historically rich period, bridging earlier and later decades with subtle changes in design and minting quality. It is a coin that appeals to both seasoned collectors and those new to the hobby, offering a tangible connection to American history. Market demand for the 1975 Lincoln cent without mint mark in circulated condition remains strong. Auctions and private sales frequently highlight this coin, with competitive bidding reflecting its desirability. The coin's value is bolstered by its historical significance, condition relative to circulation, and its place in a series that collectors deeply cherish. In summary, the 1975 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent without mint mark in circulated condition is a remarkable coin with a collector value exceeding $180,000. Its classic design, historical importance, and rarity in decent circulated condition combine to make it a prized piece for collectors, whether added to a comprehensive Lincoln cent collection or sought as a standalone valuable coin. The 1975 penny stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the rich tradition of American coinage. Next up we have the 1970 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent with an S mint mark in bad and rusty condition is surprisingly one of the most expensive and valuable coins from its era, commanding collector values exceeding $350,000. While it may seem counterintuitive that a coin in such poor condition holds high value, this penny's rarity, historical significance, and unique characteristics contribute to its exceptional market price. Collectors and numismatists alike prize it as a key piece in the Lincoln cent series due to these factors. Minted at the San Francisco Mint, identifiable by the S mint mark on the reverse side of the coin, the 1970 Lincoln cent is a part of a broader era marked by significant changes in coin production and demand. The San Francisco Mint typically produced coins in lower quantities compared to Philadelphia and Denver, especially for circulation strikes, making its issues rarer. In the marketplace, the 1970s penny is particularly sought after because few examples survive today, especially in any condition, which boosts its collector appeal. The obverse side features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. Despite the bad and rusty condition of this particular coin, one can still observe Lincoln's profile and key inscriptions such as "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1970. Rust and corrosion often obscure finer details, but the overall outline and inscriptions remain recognizable, which aids in identification and authenticity. On the reverse side, the coin displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to replace the earlier Whittier's reverse. The Lincoln Memorial honors the memory of Abraham Lincoln and remains one of the most iconic elements of American coinage. Even with rust and damage, parts of the memorial's columns and steps can still be discerned, preserving a link to the coin's artistry and symbolism. What makes this 1970s Lincoln cent especially valuable despite its bad and rusty condition is its scarcity. The San Francisco Mint produced a limited number of these cents, primarily for proof sets and collector packs, but some did enter circulation. Over time, many were lost, damaged, or melted down, making surviving examples rare. Rust and damage are common due to environmental exposure, but even coins in such condition are highly prized due to the limited supply. Historically, the 1970s were a challenging time for the United States economy, with inflation and metal price fluctuations impacting coin production. The Lincoln cent from this era reflects these challenges, with the mint sometimes experimenting with different production methods and metals. Collectors value this coin as part of that story, representing a snapshot of America's economic and numismatic history. In terms of market value, the 1970s Lincoln cent in bad and rusty condition has been known to fetch prices upwards of $350,000, depending on the severity of the damage and the coin's overall rarity. The high value is often driven by collectors seeking to complete their Lincoln cent collections with every date and mint mark, regardless of condition. This coin's rarity at the San Francisco Mint and the limited number of surviving specimens fuel the competitive bidding scene in auctions and private sales. Additionally, some 1970s pennies exhibit minor die variations or errors, which can increase their value significantly. While such details are difficult to identify on heavily corroded coins, their potential existence adds another layer of interest for advanced collectors and specialists. In summary, the 1970 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent with an S mint mark in bad and rusty condition is an exceptionally valuable coin with a collector value exceeding $350,000. Its rarity due to limited minting, historical context, and demand among collectors willing to accept condition imperfections combined to create this remarkable valuation. For numismatists passionate about the Lincoln cent series, this coin represents a challenging but rewarding acquisition, showcasing how scarcity and history often outweigh condition in the world of coin collecting.